Parentteening show. We are your hosts,
Dr. Sharmila
and Ashley. And in our podcast, the Parentteening show, we want to get candid about having teenagers at home and also being a teenager.
Plus, we love having conversations in this family, and now you can be a part of it as well.
Awesome. So today we're going to be talking about the ultimate question. Does parenting become easier or harder as time goes on?
It's cool, and it's also important that you know the difference between parenting a tween, a small kid, versus parenting a bigger kid.
And also, if this subject interests you, make sure to subscribe down below so you can hang out with us every single Monday. So how this is going to go is that I prepared a few questions for my mother because, well, she is obviously the parent here. So are you ready to answer these questions and kind of expose yourself, expose me in the process? Are you ready?
As always.
Okay, so let's start off with some easy questions, right? Tell me one thing that's become easier about parenting me as I've grown older.
Okay.
Guys, this is completely unscripted, so I am putting her on the spot.
Okay, easier is...
Can you not think of anything?
No, actually...
Okay. Wow, okay.
You've actually started taking on a lot more responsibilities.
Yeah.
And so it's actually given me more of me time, to be truthful. So I'm actually loving the grown-up Ashley versus the younger one.
Honestly, guys, I think ever since I was like 13 or 14, we've had people tell us they don't know who the mother is and who the daughter is.
Very true. Very true. See, as long as what I think has become easier is there's a lot more freedom at home. Plus, there's also a lot more accountability. So freedom comes with accountability, and that one part has been really, really supportive. In fact, now I'm able, when I'm having challenges, I know that I can turn to Ashley and ask her for her views on it. So that's
seriously,
how
I think I've become like your personal consultant at
yes,
this
ma'am.
point.
Okay.
Learned it from West. Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't understand that, my mom's an international consultant, and I've grown up literally sitting through a lot of her meetings, so I kind of end up talking like her, which is crazy. Anyway, coming back to the topic at hand, tell me one thing that's become harder to do as I've grown up. I think I know this one.
Yes. In fact, see, instead of just telling what's hard right now, I'd like to connect it to the time I was growing up, or the way parenting has shifted from the olden days to now. When we were growing up, we had an entire extended family. Like I had my grandparents, my uncles and aunts who were all there with me. So there was someone or the other influencing my life or looking over me in a very positive
as a
kid. But right now it's all nuclear family, so that support, that extended family support is not there, which has become a little harder. And also when we were growing up, till I was in college, I mean, when I finished college was when I got my cell phone, and now every kid has a cell phone.
Yeah, I swear to God, like I have a cousin, and I think she knew how to use YouTube better than I did. And she's not even, I mean, I think she's 6 now, but this was like years ago. So I think it's really cool how kids have been adapting, but it does come with its challenges, right?
Yes. And social media is one other hard influence.
Oh, yes. I don't know if you guys remember the Blue Whale Challenge. I think it was a couple years ago, and my mom was shook. Like, I mean, I remember this one time we were literally just talking, and she burst out crying, and she was like, I mean, I get that, and I think it's so scary to parent a child, but also see that there are so many things that I can't influence in that child's life. So how did you now that we've spoken about what's harder, like how are you managing the harder aspect of it? So two things that you mentioned was other influences like social media and different books and all of that, and also the concept of nuclear families. So how did you manage that? Or how are you managing that?
Okay, so here's what, to me, in my personal parenting journey, I there's more support, there's more resources, there's a lot more help out there, and all that you need to do is actually ask.
Yeah.
So the first person I actually turned to help was Ashley herself. Okay, like she said on the Blue Whale Challenge, till that time I was very, very skeptical about giving Ashley a phone and letting her use it, and we always used to have fights over why I was being so bullhead about
regressive.
yes, about cell phone. But internally there was a fear that I was handling, and I till the time I actually spoke to Ashley about it, there was no way she understood that. So when we had this conversation, so to me conversation is absolutely, absolutely essential between a parent and a child or a teen or however it is, in order to make this journey meaningful. Meaningful, I think I leave it at that.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Meaningful. So
All
once I started having conversations with her, Ashley started understanding me better. Plus, also what I started having was finding extended family, meaning finding mentors and masterminds and peers and friends. And so there was a support system that we were able to build. So it was no longer just a nuclear family, but an extended family of members. Yeah.
Amazing. I really like the way that you put it. And now I have a question, and this kind of involves you becoming a psychic of sorts.
Wow.
But what do you think is going to be easy, and what do you think is going to be hard about when I like actually grown up? So like after I'm 18. By the way, I turned 18 this year, and I'm super excited about it. But I'm also extremely sad about it. That's another episode in itself. But I really want to know, like, as a parent whose child is stepping into adulthood, what are some things that scare you, and what are some things that you're super excited for?
Whew.
It's okay. I'm still a kid for like 8 more months. Don't worry.
Wow. You know, it's actually a very different feeling. Sometimes it's like, the truth is, I feel like I probably am no longer needed in your life to be that protective mom. So it kind of saddens me a little there to come to terms with the fact that my once little kid is no longer actually little kid.
But I am little. Have you seen me?
Yeah.
I'm like 5'2".
Yeah, but yeah, the point there is that's a harder point, to come to terms with the fact that your children come through you and not to you. So you will have to let them find their own path. So I'm actually working on that. And
okay, you're making me super sad now. Can you get on to the exciting part of it?
But the exciting part is that, like I said, she's sort of become my bestie now. That I can actually turn to her and look up for some answers, some moral support, and also it's like
just have fun.
Yes, just have fun.
Adult fun.
Exactly.
Hell yes.
You know, we're planning to go on these road trips, and she can learn driving, and she can drive, and I can sit down and go. So
see, guys, I have a dilemma here. Okay, so in order for me to drive my mother around, she actually needs to teach me driving.
That's another episode.
But okay, yeah, you're right. That is another episode. But the reason why we wanted to talk about this today is because like we know that, I mean, my mom knows that parenting can be hard. I've seen parenting become hard for her. I've seen parenting be easy for her. Like there's all different, parts of the spectrum. And I actually asked a parent who we coach why she finds parenting difficult. And here are some of the things that she said. My teen doesn't listen to me. My teen has bad friends. My teen doesn't study. And I mean, these are all legitimate things. And I think a lot of the times you've had these problems with me. But the main question remains, are all of these things like, do they have no solution to it? That's not true. So there is, and it's about how as a family you guys come together and find these solutions, because at the end of the day family matters. And it's really about finding solutions together. You have a cool analogy that you want to share with us.
Yes. Okay, so to me parenting is like learning math. Okay. It's like initially, math is difficult, and we want to run away from it. That's, I'm just talking about me. Maybe you're good at math, but if you're like one like me, where you find math difficult initially, yes, it does seem a little difficult, but the more and more you keep practicing it, the more and more you actually get support to help you learn the right techniques of doing it.
Yeah.
Then math actually becomes easier.
But also, as you become like, at different, say, in school, at different grades, you have different challenges in math as well.
Very, very true. So it is like, it's like a game where the levels keep increasing, and but ultimately the baseline is, it has to be a win-win relationship where you're building the stronger together bond.
Amazing.
So in that case,
and you can become a math genius / parenting wizard.
Very, very true. The point here is, when you have the underlying principle really taken care of and start working in this journey together, I think it becomes beautiful. How did you enjoy my parenting, actually?
Oh God, this
That's
was
another episode.
But to answer it in short, I think your math analogy was right on, because if I'm the math and you're the student doing the math, then, well, I've given you your challenges, but I think we've had our fun little celebratory moments together. So wow, you kind of made me like and hate math more. I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. It was so much fun. And we hope that this conversation was insightful for you guys. And we'd love to know what your thoughts about this is. So, do you think that your parents had it easier when they were parenting you? And do you think that your kids are going to have a harder time parenting their children compared to what you are going through? So let us know in the comments down below. We'd love to read it and respond to you guys. And till next Tuesday, Monday?
Yes.
Sorry, Monday. Till next Monday, we will see you guys soon. Do you have any last comments?
Yes, ma'am. So thank you so much, guys. As always, it's absolute fun hanging out with you, and I hope you got a lot of insights from our show. So remember to subscribe and stay tuned with us till we catch you on the next cool episode. Take good care of yourself. Ciao.